Hi there, I'm Wade Price with eXp Realty. Today we're diving into one of the top questions I get from buyers and folks thinking of relocating. What's the actual cost of living in Columbia, Tennessee? If you're considering making Columbia your new home or just exploring your options, stick around. We're going to break everything down: housing, utilities, transportation, food, and more. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, please. Now let's get into it. Housing costs. What can you get for your money? So the biggest piece of the cost of living puzzle is always housing. Whether you're thinking about buying your dream home or renting, just something cozy to get to know the area, Columbia continues to be more affordable than Nashville, Franklin, or even Spring Hill. As of early 2025, the median home price in Columbia is sitting right around $350,000. Now, keep in mind, that's for a standard 3-bed, 2-bath home, around 1,800 to 2,000 square feet. If you're looking for something, move-in ready with updated finishing, expect to spend closer to $375,000 to $400,000. And if you're looking for a fixer-upper or a starter home, you can still find options in the low to mid 200s, though those go really quickly. Now, for those of you who aren't quite ready to buy, renting is still very doable here in Columbia. A 2-bedroom apartment will run you around $1,200 to $1,400 per month, depending on the location and amenities. And if you're looking for a single family rental, especially something with a yard or a newer subdivision, you're looking at $1,600 to $1,900 per month. You'll find a great variety of neighborhoods, depending on what vibe you're after, how old the neighborhood is. Sunnyside offers that quiet, family-friendly feel. Bear Creek Pike is great if you want space and newer construction. North Columbia has charming older homes, great value, and is seeing a lot of revitalization. And if you love that historic Southern charm, you'll definitely want to explore downtown Columbia, where beautiful homes from the early 1900s are being lovingly restored. This mix of price points and styles is one of the things that makes Columbia so attractive to buyers from all walks of life: first-time homeowners, growing families, and even retirees. So if you've been home shopping in Columbia recently, I'd love to hear what stood out to you. Drop me a comment below. Was it the character of the homes, the affordability, or maybe the walkability near downtown? And if you're just starting your search or you're thinking about relocating, I love to help people relocate. I'd be happy to help you figure out what's realistic for your budget and needs. Give me a call at 615-436-5995 or email wade@wadepricehomes.com. Let's chat about your goals. No pressure. Let's just have a conversation. Now let's talk about something we all have to deal with: grocery bills and everyday expenses. The good news is Columbia keeps things very manageable when it comes to the cost of living on a day-to-day basis. Grocery prices here are close to the national average. They're maybe even slightly below, depending on what and where you shop. A small family of 3 or 4 can expect to spend around $300 to $500 a month on groceries, while couples or single individuals might land in the $200 to $350 range. That depends on your eating habits, of course, and dietary needs. And you'll find all the usual big name stores here. Walmart and Nashville Highway is the go-to for affordable groceries and household items. Kroger offers more specialty products and a rewards program that a lot of locals swear by. I love Kroger. There's also a Publix just a short drive away if you're looking for a more premium shopping experience. But if you're someone who loves to shop local, Columbia really delivers. Piggly Wiggly on South Main has that classic small town feel and solid prices. The Columbia Farmers Market is held seasonally at River Walk Park. It is a great place to pick up fresh produce, homemade breads, and locally raised meats. And there are a handful of specialty stores like Old Town Nutrition and Muletown Hemp and Herbals for those into health-conscious living or holistic options. Another plus, you won't be fighting big city crowds to get through your weekly list. Shopping in Columbia tends to be relaxed, easy, and friendly, just like the town itself. So if you already live in Columbia, I'd love to hear from you. What's your go-to grocery store or your local market? Do you have a favorite vendor at the farmer's market? Drop a comment below. That helps me help the newcomers find the best spots in town. And if you're planning to move and want a better idea of monthly expenses, I can help walk you through a realistic budget based on your family size and lifestyle. Just call me at 615-436-5995. Wade at WadePriceHomes.com. I'm happy to help you map it all out. Now let's talk about transportation, because when you're comparing cities, commute time and travel costs can make a big difference in your quality of life and your wallet. Columbia is a win in this department. If you're used to sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic in bigger cities like Nashville, you'll feel like it's a big shift here. Most local commutes in Columbia take about 15 to 20 minutes. That's true whether you're heading across town for work, school, or errands. Gas prices in Columbia generally run between $3.20 and $3.50 right now. It depends on the season and the station. With shorter drives and fewer stop-and-go traffic patterns, you'll likely be filling up less often than you would in a metro area. And when it comes to car insurance, the average monthly premium in Tennessee is about $110 to $150, but many folks in Columbia report paying slightly below that, some closer to $90 to $100 per month, especially if you have a good driving record. Routine maintenance like oil changes, tire rotations, and brake service tends to be affordable, with plenty of locally owned shops that charge fair rates. An oil change here averages around $45 to $70 depending on your vehicle type. And for those of you who like to stay connected to the big city, Nashville is just 45 to 55 minutes north via I-65. That makes it easy for a day trip, a night out, or even to commute a few times a week if you need to. It's far enough to enjoy small town peace, but close enough to tap into Music City whenever you want. If you're already living in Columbia, how long is your daily commute? And what do you love or maybe not love about getting around town? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your take. It helps me give better information to the people out there that are thinking about moving to Columbia. Now let's shift gears and talk about something that often flies under the radar until the bills hit your inbox: utility costs. One of the great things about living in Columbia is that your monthly utility expenses are pretty consistent and budget friendly, especially compared to larger cities. For a standard single family home, let's say around 1,800 to 2,200 square feet, here's a realistic look at what you might spend each month. Electricity, expect to pay between $100 and $180 per month, depending on the season and your HVAC system. Summer months with heavy AC usage may push you toward the higher end. Water and sewer typically runs $40 to $60 per month, though it can be a bit more for larger households or homes with a sprinkler system. And the trash collection is often included in your city services or bundled with your water bill, averaging around $15 to $25 per month if paid separately. And you're looking at internet, most Columbia residents pay between $60 and $90 per month, depending on the speed and provider. Companies like Spectrum, Xfinity, and United Communications offer a range of plans based on your streaming and work from home needs. So all in all, you're likely looking at $170 to $250 per month for core utilities, plus your internet on top of that. For many folks, this makes Columbia very manageable when planning your monthly budget, especially when compared to higher cost metro areas where utilities can easily top $400 a month. And another bonus, because Columbia isn't overly industrialized and doesn't face the infrastructure strain that big cities do, service interruptions are rare and support tends to be more responsive. That peace of mind is worth a lot, especially for families or remote workers. So if you're thinking about moving or wondering how utilities would fit into your monthly costs, I'd love to help you break it down. Every home's different and your lifestyle matters too. So call me, as I said, 615-436-5995, or shoot me an email and let's talk about it and get you a realistic cost breakdown together. And if you already live here, what's your typical utility bill like? Are there providers or tips you'd recommend for newcomers? Drop your insights in the comments below. Your experiences could help someone else make a confident move.